My name is Sarah Mearns. I work at Britvic Soft Drinks and I'm a quality technician. I work in a manufacturing site, the cans and PET, the bottles, for like Pepsi, Tango, different products associated with Britvic and Pepsi. And I make sure that it's all as it should be, like it tastes right, it looks right, it's in the right packaging. It just makes sure that the quality is 100% really. It was a secondment that I took to get into it, and I've kind of worked and gained it as I've done it. I was working as a manager in a different function, but in the same site at the time. It's kind of like a job tester kind of thing. It's just to see like if you like it and how you are in that role, and if you can perform in that role as well, really. And I ended up going into the quality department. Really enjoyed it, and I got taken on full time in that role. You get constant phone calls all day with different things you need to deal with and different decisions to make. It's really interesting, it's always changing. And you get a phone call like, oh, this is going wrong, and you have to make that decision there and then, and you're thinking afterwards, God, did I make the right one? And then you just think, well, yeah, I went through this thought process and this is why I made the decision. You're like, yeah, it was. But that's kind of a bit nervy sometimes, but I like that in the end really, because it's kind of like I've decided that I've made that happen. We have to deal with like laboratory equipment, and we've got specifications. When I was at school I wanted to be a journalist, so I did A-levels. I think it was English, Lit, Sociology and Art, which hasn't really got a lot to do with what I'm doing now. And then I worked as kind of a receptionist just to get a job, like just to get my own pay really, to make my own way. And I've done jobs like admin jobs in warehouses, giving out kind of the picking sheets and picking slips and things like that. And then I joined Britvic doing that job as well, the same kind of thing, and then made my way up to a team leader there in the warehouse area. And then I took the secondment into the quality department. So it's kind of a long route, but it got there in the end. Yeah, I think at the time I'd done secondary school and I'd done my sixth form A-levels, and I just wanted to get out there really and like get a job, make my own way in the world and kind of experience it instead of kind of going and doing more learning in classes. I just wanted to be kind of out there really. My dad works in a factory packaging, and my mum works in an admin, so it's not really, I suppose probably I took more of my mum's route through the admin side of it, but that's not really anything to do with science. They didn't push me to go into my A-levels, but I think they kind of steered me that way, if you know what I mean. They're always proud of me, and I think they just wanted me to keep on doing what I was doing. I did like science at school actually, I was interested in it, but it's not something that I ever thought that I'd get a career, you know, like you think of a science career, it's like a rocket scientist or something really complex, but this isn't. It's quite good really, because I do 4 on 4 off shifts, like 12-hour shifts, which sounds like it's a long day, but with the work that's in it, it goes really fast because it's so varied. Yeah, and I get plenty of time outside of work as well. Well, I like going to watch banger racing. It's a bit unusual, I suppose. I like martial arts, shopping. It's a bit of a cliche, I suppose, isn't it? Well, I've got my own house now, car and stuff. I can look after myself and financially independent, so it's good. It's where I wanted to be, really. I suppose that's why I didn't go to university, because I wanted to be able to look after myself. Didn't want to have like a massive uni debt, I suppose. When I was in school, it always seemed like it was really hard. Like you've got to be really, really intelligent to do it, and you know you've got to be kind of just really like in the lab all the time, wearing a white lab coat. But it's really not like that at all. It's just kind of, there's normal people that do it. You've not got to be a genius or anything.